Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta make sure the mic is on. All right, as you can see, realized P&L 900 minus $938. We are over my upper level there at 23.93, and I tried some longs heading into PPI, and your boy got smoked. This is a new top step eval, by the way. Boy got smoked. So I really need this trade to work out. We're in with 1 mini. I'll be honest with you. A part of me wants to just get out of this break even and then come into the market with a fresh mindset or fresh a fresh P&L, I should say. But I have my take profit. I was hoping we'd rally back into yesterday's low, previous day low. ES, still it looks like stronger than NQ today. ES did yesterday what I wanted NQ to do, which was sold down, filled the gap to the tick, and then rallied back into the opening print. NQ sold down, filled the gap, and then just consolidated by previous day's high. So, see what happens. I'd really love for this to just give me a little bit more of a pop. Rally back into previous day's low. So I don't just yeet this $50 account immediately. By the way, if you happen to watch this for some reason today, today's the last day for the 55% off instant funded accounts from Top 1 Futures. You can add 5% with stack 5, so you can get 60% off. We're basically bear flagging here, though. I have the lower level. You can't see it. Hold on. Lower level down here at 23,733. My fear is that we open and sell off down at that level, and then we can make a decision from there. That level, by the way, is Wednesday's opening print. PPI came in worse than expected. I think like by point, I forget. Let me look at the numbers. I think the expectation was for it to remain flat, and it was up like all right. 0.2% increase, slightly higher than the 0% consensus estimate. So PPI a little hotter than expected, a little worse than expected, which led to the dump on the data. We got about 10 minutes to market open here. When I took this trade, I could have erased the $938 and just been break even, but I walked away from my desk for like 2 seconds to go heat up my coffee, and we got the pop where I could have been break even right here, and I didn't freaking Didn't take it, which I'm kind of regretting. Because now it's just look like a bear flag that's going to break lower here soon. ES did rally back into its previous day's low. That's what we're kind of rejecting right now. Been working on like an intro montage. So last night I was going through like all the old Risk Life News episodes and just pulling like quick highlights. Like I think it'll be a fun little intro video once I get it finished. I wanted to have it finished for today, but didn't get it done. Also, I didn't post a trade recap from yesterday yet, but I will. Yesterday was obviously not a good day. Just didn't follow my plan at all. I just came out shooting. You know that meme, why can't I think of that guy's name? I want to say it's Andre something. But he's like, oh, shooting back at the dude, and I came out blasting. That was me yesterday after I said I was going to be patient, let price action play out. I came out blasting, and I didn't even like the setup. Like the only reason I was even like trading because I wanted to stream to 2 people. It's about consistency. It's about consistency. But even if I'm going to stream to 1, 2, or 0 people, it doesn't really matter. But it's about consistency. But the decision that I now need to keep in mind is like you don't need to just start firing off trades just because you're streaming. Still stick to your game plan, right? It's easy to do when you're in stream. You feel like you need to create some action or create something, you know? But I'll be honest with you, going back through all of the Risk Life News episodes and pulling out like the little clips and stuff, man, it did make me kind of miss it. Like they were so much work, and it was just such a process to do all by yourself. Just like the editing, like it would take me like multiple days to just. It would probably take me close to a week by the time you came up with all the jokes, wrote it all, got it prepped, got in the studio. I filmed it all by myself, set up the camera, set up the lighting, filmed the whole thing. And then it's like a big file because I was filming it like in 4K. Then you got to edit it. And I just put so many like pop-ins and sound effects and all kinds of shit. It was just, it would take me like, I don't know, I would say 5 to 10 hours to edit it. And it was just a process. Which I didn't film them at my house either. I want to get. I made this little office for myself in my attic, and I wanted to get it set up where it's like I can film it at home. It'd be a much easier process. I was like driving to the studio like 30 minutes away. I don't know, man. This is looking pretty standard bear flag. We got coffee today. We have the Stop Hunter mug, Jerome. I'm gonna do some Wild Boy shit. I'm gonna put one more on. No, I don't know. I shouldn't. Nah, I shouldn't. I probably should just flip short, but Oh boy. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, we get up to 850. We can get out of this break even. You're watching stupidity at work here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do this at home. I'm only doing this because it's an eval. How much time we got? 4 minutes. Ah, come on. Yeah, no, bro. I'm on an eval doing some dumb shit right now. I just bought a new Top Step eval, and I got smoked PPI. I took the long over. I actually were bear flag. I think I should be short. I'm just trying to get out of my trying to erase my loss by making more bad decisions, hoping to get lucky. Said I'm probably just gonna yeet the eval in 2 seconds. Yeah, see. Oh, come on. Save me. I'm trying to use stupid decisions to save the PPI yeet. Okay. All right, now we're only down 300 bucks. That's much better than the 900. Let's go. We could get break even here. I don't know. Do we do it or we just let this bad boy ride? Stupid is as stupid does. Mama always says. All right, we're good. Tight stop. We'll see if we can just get a little more out of this bad boy, and then we'll enter the day with fresh eyes. Yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, I would like to see. I think I'd like to see us sell into 733 down below down here, and then react from there. Um, and I don't hate like a rally into previous days low, which is at 886. Before we move lower, you know what I mean? This is definitely a classic bear flag here. My thought is maybe we break the bear flag highs, reject previous day's low, and then sell off in a 733. But I know that's the problem. All right. I don't. Something just messed up with my Discord where it's like not. It's not letting. It's not like loading. It's not loading his the Rake Trades channel for me or something. Like something's screwed up. And so let me know. Let me know what he's looking for. I don't even know. All right, I'm just trailing stop tight. Maybe we pop up into the lows, but if I get stopped, if this spikes out, I'm fine with that too. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about Wall. I mean, it was weird. It was weird. All right, so I'm flat now. All right, good. All right, that's fine. We got a fresh set of eyes coming into today now. VWAP's chilling. Do you use just VWAP, normal VWAP, or do you do? I was just watching the video from Lance. Lance, is it Bretstein? Lance Bretstein, I think it is. About anchored VWAP, which was interesting. VWAP may be something that I start to look to put on my charts. Also, I think I'm going to switch to MNQ here. I was getting a little crazy on NQ. The one thing I don't like about Top Step is they don't have the mini to micro scaling. So it's like 5 contracts, even 5 micros. So 5 minis or 5 micros. Like you should be able to do 50 micros. You know. Yeah, I'd like to start using the anchored stuff too, because like the way he explained it in the video I watched was like you can like start it at like a certain, you know, if like a trend started at a certain point, or you know, um, but it's something I wouldn't hate looking into more and experimenting with, is like a certain confluence. So I guess my game plan would be, if we appear to be rejecting previous day's low, I'm open to shorts down to 733. And if we get above 943.50, why does this do this? Like I exited my position and my levels just disappeared from Project X. Like what the F? My levels are just gone. All right, we're at so our previous day's low here. ES struggling. Interesting, a little flip. Did you trade yesterday? Did you notice? Yes. Yeah. Austin Stover. Yeah. Briggs and Tesla. Okay, Tesla chart looks nice. I don't know if you were on it when I said this. The only thing that I don't love about Tesla is I've seen like 10 trade influencers talk about it, which makes me think that it's like a little bit of a crowded trade. But I agree. The chart definitely looks good. It's been like squeezing. I know Rick's boy, Zach, I think his name's Zach Austin. He's in the Stock Dads group. I know he's watching that, I think. He's been talking about it. But the ES and Q difference yesterday was interesting. ES came down, filled the gap to the T, like to the tick, and then rallied back into the opening print after having like a little bit of relative strength. And then NQ came down, filled the gap, and then just basically consolidated. What's up, babe? Where's mommy? All right. Well, I got a camera on live stream, so you're not dressed. You can't get on the camera. Here, I'll help you. Just stay over there. You can stand up. You can't stand up right here. Just stay right there. All right. Well, that's a strong push. Getting on your fancy outfit, huh? Long's looking a little bit more interesting right now. Here, just sit up. No, you're good now. Now you're dressed. You can get. Now you can come say hi. You can say, oh, you don't want to be on camera. Can you move your hair for me? I don't want to catch your hair. All right, you're good. Love you. Oh, cow, we're pumping now, baby. Yeah, yesterday was not a good day for me. I just came out blasting. And I hated, like, coming into yesterday. I was like, I didn't like the action. I didn't like where we were opening. I didn't like anything about it. And I just was like, I'm going to stay patient. And then I just started forcing stuff. I don't know, man. I think I'm watching for longs. I'd like to see us get above 943.50s. I don't know why my levels keep leaving, but 43. I'm watching to see if we can get above 943.50s, and then from there we got room to 24.044. I guess 943.50s could also be a rejection area. We'll see what all the other indexes look like. Nice, nice. Are these the top 150Ks? And did you do the instant fundeds, or did you do the pro accounts with the intraday trailing? VIX little pullback here. Let's see what this heat map looks like. Russell very red. That makes sense based off of the PPI dump. Oh, by the way, I took the R2I long yesterday because I was like, it looked better, and I ended up stopping out in profit. That was like my one winning trade. NQ just killed me, and that trade ended up like it would have came back. I think all the way to break even at some point, but then after that, it freaking ripped. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like the pro accounts either. Yeah, I don't like them either. I've been a big preacher against intraday trailing drawdowns. It's the opposite of the you can't add to your winners with an intraday trailing drawdown. And then they also have that ESS score, like I forget what it is, but I almost never do. Only when, like, I just prefer longs just in general. So, like, the only time I trade them is when ES and NQ are looking weak, but YM and RTY are having relative strength. And even then, I still don't like to. It's not my preferred method or my preferred instruments. Like, they just tend to frustrate me. Even when NQ does frustrate me, it's like, oh, this price action is familiar. And, like, when they frustrate me, it's like, what is this price action? Oh, I was looking at the video. Let's see if Rake's in Turdslow. Let's see what it's doing. All right, if he took Turdslow off the open, he's probably off to a solid start here. Everything's giving us a push up. RTY and YM stalling a bit. A 2-minute potential higher low off of yesterday's low. I don't hate, which is at 846. Or I'm sorry, 886. Wait, what? 23,886. What am I looking at? 857? Yeah, 86. So, yeah, I'm an idiot. My glasses have been lost for multiple days now. I don't know where they're at, so bear with me. Dash line, gray. All right, so we got 80. That's previous day's low. A 2-minute potential higher low from there, or even the opening print. I don't know though. I don't know. YM RTY starting to sell off. Am I too bullish? Am I too bullish? I'm gonna rush to 943. So you're a little short bias. You're thinking a little rejection of 43. I mean, to me that's a good place to short from if you're going to short. Damn, we didn't get all the way quite there. We'll see. Here's my game plan. My game plan is still here. All right. Here's the game plan. I got a long scenario and a short scenario that are in my head right now. We get over 943.50s. We rally back in. We give us a potential higher low reaction off of 943.50s. We'll try a long step. If we reject 943.50s, we get back underneath the opening print and we give us a potential lower high underneath the OP. We short down to 733s. Those are the two scenarios that I'm watching for. It's one or the other. Dakota DeBro, what up, bruh? The French Connection. Just hit the craziest banger while swimming in the French Riviera. Dude, it's wild how you just rip it from the phone. I love it. What's your sizing? You seem to take a lot of trades a day. I know you are very much a believer in small. I think most traders oversize, me being one of them a lot of the times. Um, so like I think from what I've talked to you before, I think you keep it pretty light on the micros, but you seem to take a lot of trades. Damn, 3.1K, nice. On one account, or is that across a few accounts? What'd you do? Did you take the PPI data short or what? Did you snag any of the top one accounts last night? I'm trading a top step right now. Nice, nice, nice. Well, what was it? Was it the short from 23.950s? Word, word, word. Bro's swimming around the French Riviera with his phone in a plastic bag taking trades. Tesla pulled back into its opening print. 'Here. 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 I gotta text Callan, man. I'm telling you, I lost my WAP connection, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Maybe Rick booted me because I'm live streaming now. I know, that's the question. That is the question. So listen, you caught a banger by accident. That's awesome. I love when that type of shit happens. That's hilarious. That's definitely happened to me before. I'm sure it's also happened when you like you're done for the day, like you get stopped out, and then you like leave a stop loss or take profit somewhere. You're like going about your day, and you get a notification on your phone like order filled, and you're like, what? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. But it's weird. Like I go to Discord, and it's like I was like in the Rake Trades chat section of the Discord, and now like it just keeps showing error loading messages, and then it won't even show like Rake's chat as like a channel. Um, but like I worked for Rake. I was his video editor for like a year when his Instagram was smaller. I edited all his content, all his reels and stuff for about a year while he was growing, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I definitely lost access somehow. My guess is it's just some sort of accidental thing. I don't know. But like I haven't, he doesn't charge me since I like worked for him for like a year. He quit charging me for the subscription, so I haven't paid for his Discord. Like I obviously paid for his mastermind and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I noticed that too. Yeah, and that's when I know that was one of the first times I noticed. I was like, damn, I don't have access to trading floors. So my guess is just some sort of glitch happened. But yeah, I'm gonna text Callan today. Because yeah, he just has me hooked up ever since I worked for him. And this happened one other time a while ago, and I just hit Callan up and he sorted it out. So I'm sure that's just what happened again. I just haven't tried to really fix it yet. All right, here I'd like to see for me to long. I'd like to see kind of a push above these highs and then a rally back into 94, or I'm sorry, 943s. I gotta piss is the problem. Actually, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go take a pee. I'll be right back. He's back. Okay. Uh, man, we had a birthday party for my daughter a little while ago. My office is up in the attic, and while we were cleaning the house, getting ready for the party, my wife moved all this stuff into my office, and I literally have to crawl underneath my desk to get in and out right now. Yeah, I agree. I'll hop on the streams and stuff, just like for some company, basically, just like entertainment purposes. But it is funny. I feel like he's taught me well because there's like so many times where I'll be in a trade and then I'm like, oh, let me hop on the stream, see what's going on, and like we'll be in the same trade. All right, well here we are, man. This is the area where we'd like to see. Man, I should just held that mini that I had pre-market. That was dumb. I'd be done for the day. I'd be sitting pretty. Starting to look pretty strong here though. We've erased the entire PPI dump. Yeah, I think so too. That's what I'm looking. I'm watching this level. I'm gonna take it from 943 to it's about we got 100 points level to level here. I'd have to give it too wide of a stop right now, so I gotta try to stay patient, see if we can pop above and then get a rally back pull back into it. Watching for us to do something like we get a little pop, rally back into it, and try to take longs from there. That's what I'm watching for. Could have taken could have taken the Tesla entry off the opening print. That'd be looking nice. I'm gonna start getting back into options here soon. It's a strong opening candle so far. The opening hourly candle, I should say. Slight wick under 800. Why do you say that's not good, Dakota? Just curious. Yeah, had a nice opening print hold. Yeah, Tesla just popped to a new high on the day. All right, there's a little reaction at the level here. Actually, watching this, if we can get. But 100 points off the open. Yeah, it's not a good place to put my stop. Unless you went like real tight. 30, 40 point stop. I actually like to see like a little bit more of a rejection of this level and then attempt to hold. I don't know. Don't want to deviate from the game plan, but all right. Think about trying an entry here shortly. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna try an entry here. We're gonna go stop below yesterday's low. See, may regret this, but we'll see. Alright, I'd like to see this 2-minute trigger. This is what I was kind of anticipating. Alright, let that be the pullback we need. And let's just go from here now. Alright, I'm long too. I like it. All right. That's quick. I like it. I like it. I'm looking to hold from 915, some 23 915 at 24 044. I mean, honestly, with the 20% consistency, if you went with 10 micros, I mean that's pretty good size. You get a nice. I mean, that's what, a nice 20 points. I definitely when I went on my run on top one futures in like 2 months, I did a little over 20K. I definitely had more of a scalping style than I did. I used like more size, and then yeah, I would take like a lot off really quickly, kind of like you just did. And I would just take profits pretty quickly, and then hold some runners, but definitely more of a scalping size than typical. Yeah, I mean that is crazy with trading, right? You know, you get $221 in what was that, 2 minutes? You know what I mean? It's like the only place you could make that kind of money. I'm on an eval here on this trade, so this is a top step eval, so I'm definitely aiming for the bigger move. Like if I could withdraw this, right? Yeah, I could take quick profits, make $200 on the day, and call it a quick, easy day. But I want the move. All right, we got the 2-minute buy trigger. I do hate that you can't, Dakota. I know you like Top Step. My one complaint is that they don't have the mini to micro scaling. It's like my one thing I don't like. Because like I'm in with 5 micros here. If we would get above 943s and pull back into 943s, like I would definitely look to add another 5. All right, all right, all right. Um, just my only complaint about Top Step is that they don't have the mini to micro scaling. So you can trade 5 minis, but then you can only trade 5 micros. And I wish I could scale in with more micros. When I'm trading well, that's something that I do well. Yeah, looking solid. It's a nice 5-minute close. The green hammer. Let's mark this upper level here. We're at 24, 44, 24, 44, 50. Oh, you idiot. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I don't think so. Like if you look at their roles, it says like your max contracts is 5 contracts across all trades. Here, let's try it. Let's see if I can add. I have 5, so I'm on a 50K top step account. I have 5 micros. Let's see if it'll let me buy one more. Oh, it did. Okay, you're right. They must have changed that. Well, thank you for telling me that. I swear you didn't used to be able to. Not that long ago. Yeah, the only problem with the 5-minute 1, 2, 3 is we had the. I mean, it's not a problem. We had the little bit of a spike higher above the 5-minute. I promise you that used to be the case. They must have got enough complaints about it that they changed it. Yeah, I definitely want this to hold. Like we break below this previous 5-minute low, which is at 900. I think we'll come back probably to like the opening print, at least. Oh, I just saw your DMs, Dakota. I'm looking at the macro chart now. So is macro chart the 2 white lines or is it the green line? I don't know. I want you when you get on stream. I want to hear like your like actual breakdown. You know what I mean? Like how you, because I know you have like these macros and like I don't know. I want to hear how you actually break down these lines a little bit more. Three white lines. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could, right? I just, like I said, I'm in an eval, so I'm definitely aiming for the bigger move. Okay, I was just gonna say, I noticed it didn't tag that upper level. So since it didn't, you're saying it should, right? Which you're saying we should rally up to that upper macro level. That's not an ideal looking 5-minute. Some sideways consolidation underneath this level I don't hate. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm. So bears initially defended. Let's see this. This is our data candle. Bears initially defended the data high, that little push, but see if we can squeeze them now. Yeah, no, I feel you. That's why whenever you're home next week or whenever it is, we'll chop it up. Hmm, hmm, hmm. This is definitely. I mean, this is definitely the area, right? If we're gonna reject, I think we're gonna reject from here. If we're gonna go higher, we gotta break this area, the key interest area. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I like that. I like that. That's not what we want to see. You took a short stab or a long stab? Yeah, this is definitely this is interesting. This is gonna be a battle right here, I think. I do like the way it's currently setting up. You can hold. 2 minute not holding. Hit up Callan. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. If we keep consolidating, kind of moving sideways, I think eventually we can get the break higher. But if we start to break down with a little bit of aggression, I could see the shorts start to pile on pretty quick. But I like the way we like keep trying to reject, but then not. Hmm. Yeah. I have us tagging it once, but then it looks like at least on MN, yeah, then it looks like we missed it by like a point. We didn't actually tag it a second time, but I mean, a point away from it. But I will say though, it's not like the like a super harsh rejection of the level. It's more of like consolidating under the level, which a lot of times if we consolidate under like a little bit under a level for a while, eventually it does then get the break above, which is kind of what I'm watching, which is that's why I'm okay with this little bit of sideways action right here. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Let's go. All right, well, there's a second level tag. ES is pushing to new highs since New York opened. Not if you count the overnight sesh. All right, Callan said he hasn't booted anybody, so it should just be a mistake. Which is what I figured. I don't think Jake would be threatened by my YouTube live streams with 3 viewers. You boys are at the ground floor, baby. It's only up from here. All right, I like that. We got the 5-minute close, 2-minute close above the level. ES looking strong. YM looking strong. R2Y a little weak. VIX moving lower. Up about 25, 30 points here. Uh-oh. Did I lose? So lost connection. OBS Studio. All right, reconnection successful. Looks like we're still Gucci. All right, baby, let's squeeze these bears. Let's squeeze them. Let's squeeze them, baby. Let's squeeze them. Interesting, the ES 5-minute candle almost completely erasing the previous 5-minute candle with an engulfing. while NQs is holding up much better. Part of me is considering another add in here, but I wanted to see us sweep these highs first and then pull back. I would tighten the stop if I were to do that. Interesting difference in the ES and NQ price action. You know what I don't know is how Rake got his whatever camera he's using, how it looks so damn crispy. It's not like a good webcam. And I don't think you can stream in anything more than 1080p. No. I feel you. It's a valid short. I don't mind whatsoever. I get it. I could see. I mean, I believe if we're gonna reject, this is where we reject from, so I can respect it. And respectfully, I hope your ass gets squeezed, boy. But yeah, man, I don't know how he got his camera looking so damn crispy. That thing is like, I don't know if it's just lighting's better than mine, because I don't think you can stream in anything more than 1080p. I got a 1080p camera, and I swear mine don't look as crispy as his. I don't know what kind of Fugazi stuff he got going on over there, but maybe I gotta get a 4K cam. I don't know. Sasha, what up, baby? Sasha, last day for the 55% off today. But that being said, I think it's gonna move to 50. So it's like gonna go from 55 to 50. So not a major change in the discount on top one. All right. I like that 2 minute. I like that 5 minute. My boy Roth Cack about to get squeezed. This is it, though, man. This is it. I don't want to see this reject again. I'd like to see it go now. All right, I'm adding a little bit more risk. I added 2 more micros. From here, we ride. We ride. Trailer stop up to 93.50s. Got a 30-point stop. We ride. You ever seen that movie Gone in 60 Seconds? Nicolas Cage. I like when he's like, let's ride. I think it says let's ride, maybe? Can't remember. It's been a while. Blew my top one yesterday. Oh, bro. I hope it's not my fault because I was fucking firing from the hip. I blew a take profit trader test account yesterday. I should have just listened. I knew coming in today I didn't like the price action. I expected us. We had the strong move on Tuesday. So then Wednesday, the overnight session, I thought we would kind of fade the move a little bit, like back into the range. I didn't think we would just continue with the strength. So I took like a few paper cuts short in the overnight session. And then like right before pre-market, I tried like timing the top because I thought the market was going to open and sell off, which it consolidated for a little bit and then did. And so like I took all these damn paper cuts and then yeah, it got to the point I had lost. I was down like, you have a $2,000 drawdown on the take profit trader accounts. I was down like $1,700. And I was like full ported YOLO'd it, like no stop loss. All right, we're either gonna make it back or we're gonna blow the account. And I blew the account. So I hope I didn't contribute to you blowing your account. If so, I feel bad. Yesterday was a bad day for me. I didn't follow my plan at all. I wanted to stay patient, take like 1 trade. I took like 7. Estupido. It was stupid of me. I got lost in the sauce a bit. All right. It's a close above the level here. All right, now let's do some math. We're gonna do some math here. We have the 50%. Oh, okay. I think the new WAP portal link or whatever maybe is what screwed me up. I don't know. I just saw Callan make an announcement. All right. Let's do some math. So we got 16 buckaroos per point. We're up $100, so we need $1,400. So what's 14 hundo divided by 16 equals 87.5. 87.5 plus 893.50 plus 893.50. So 981. All right. So 981. Oh, we're almost there already, baby. We're almost there already, baby. All right. So we're gonna go 982. Limit sell. Limit sell. All right, we get there. Is that my math? 92. Is that right? 800. No, that can't be right. Hold on a second. What did I do wrong? I want 15. I want to make $1,400. So 1,400 divided by 16, 87.5 plus 23. 893.50. Yeah, so you need 23,981. Why does that not look right? only up $1,000. How's that math number? It's weird. I don't know. We'll just watch it. I think we're going to 24,044. That's where I think we're heading. Gotta love it when the add-ins work out nicely. Tighten the stop a bit. Yeah, I feel that. I just saw the notice my silence. Oh man, that's tough. I saw the thesis for both trades for sure. I'm still confused with why my math isn't math in here. Oh, because I did it from the wrong thing. I think maybe yeah, that's what I did. I did it from my stop loss. You're dumb. You're an idiot. Hold on a second. That's why. All right, so I need 87.5 plus 23. I did, yeah, there we go. 943.5. Okay, so we need 2431. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So Dakota, you playing with your 3K profit, or you trading other accounts? You still swimming in the French Riviera with your phone in a plastic case? Trading from a floaty? By the way, just out of curiosity, how did your son do on the plane? I imagine that's a pretty long flight. We took my daughter to Aruba, which I think it's like a 4-hour flight, or like a 4-hour flight and then a 2-hour flight, or vice versa. Um, they always my kids have always done good on planes though. Nice, nice. That's dope. Love to hear it. Time is 10:37. All right, hour into the day. We gotta maybe throw a little Instagram story up. Let the people know they're missing out. W's in the chat, boys. W's in the chat. We out here, baby. W's in the chat, boys. W's in the chat. Alright, baby, let's go. Let's go. 24044 incoming. Yeah, hold on, sorry, let me catch up on these a little bit. So I take trade fresh top one. Yeah, the price is. I agree. The price with the discount is like it's like super hard to beat. I agree. Um, the 20% consistency rule. I feel like the way you trade though, dude. I feel like you trade a very consistent style where it's like you take your wins and lock them. So I feel like the 20% consistency which shouldn't bother you all that much, if I'm being honest. Like obviously you had the banger today. You catch bangers. I'm not saying that you don't, but like you trade your level to level like consistently every day. I feel like that's like your strength is like consistently catching those moves. Like you preach that. It's like taking, not over trading and that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, the 10-day payouts, like, so when you compare it to Top Step though, right? So 10 days, if you really look at it, 10 days, they don't have to be winning days, right? You could have 5 winning days and 5 losing days and still meet your consistency rule and take a payout. So fastest you can get a payout. Now they do have the anytime payout upgrade, but I think that actually hurts. It hurt me more than it helped me because I started trying to get payouts in 5 days. So I was like going for like max win 5 days in a row, and I was just like pushing it too much, trying to get paid out as fast as possible. So the 10 days, they don't have to be winning days. And so if you compare that to Top Step, so no eval, no challenge, right? So Top Step, you have a 50% consistency roll in the challenge phase. So you got 2 days there minimum, and then you have to have 5 winning days. So if you win 7 days in a row, it's going to take you 7 days to a payout minimum. With you have to be perfect in order to get that, right? To where Top 1, it's going to take you 3 extra days, but you also don't have to have 5 winning days. I mean, you probably do to meet the consistency rule, but like it's not like you need a certain allotted amount of winning days. So like when you compare that, it's really like not that much of a difference. Yeah, the add-on is a sick trap. Yeah, because it's a 15% upgrade for the anytime payout, but you still need to meet the 20% consistency rule, which mathematically you can't do without. You still need five days, like in order to get it within 20%. You'd have to have 5 winning days, and so it's like if you have to make 6% of your account you have to do that in 5 days. Every day's got to be kind of perfect. It's just like it forces you. I started going for it too. I started blowing accounts when I was using it, and I'm like, never. I can wait 10 days. That's fine. 10 days really isn't all that bad. Yeah. Well, I thought it was a 15% more. I thought it was a 15% more upcharge, but it's 15% off the original price. Yeah. So I mean, it's like so that's why today when I was looking, I was like, I'm gonna go top step just because I want to like start expanding my stuff. But it's like it's really not that drastic of a difference. Yeah. So it's not bad. But yeah, the add-on is a bit trappy. It's funny. A lot of times those the things that seem like perks with prop firms are like sneaky little things that actually end up hurting you, and I think that's one of them. Oh yeah, that no, yeah, that is like one thing, right? So I don't know exactly what it is with Top Step. It's what 5 winning days of $100 or $200, something like that, right? And that's all you need. And um, it when they first launched, it was better. Their payout caps were higher, and the amount you needed was less. I think it was like 3 or 4% was like for your first payout. I think it was 4% for your first payout, 3% for your second payout, 2% for your third payout, and then I guess like too many people were just getting paid too easy, and they just didn't think it was going to be sustainable, so they lowered the payout cap amounts. Like on my first account, this was kind of annoying. But like the account that I got moved live on, my first payout was 4K because that was the max amount, and I was at like $9,500 in profit on my first payout, so I was able to take 4K, and I still had 5K, 5.5K at drawdown to work with, and but then it changed like midway through. So like my first payout was 4K, then my second was 3K, third one was 3K, so I'm getting 10K, but it was annoying. I was like, I bought this account when the rules were still old, and then they retroactively changed them. That did annoy me a little bit. And also, I actually wanted to put together a little thing and talk about it. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it for tomorrow. But if you look at the different account sizes, um, so like you have to have 6% of the starting balance in order to get your first payout. So like on the 25K account, your max payout amount is $1,500, and 6% of 25K is actually $1,500. Um, but you obviously need to make more than that because you still your drawdown caps once you get it's like once you make over $1,000 profit, your drawdown goes from being end of day to like standard. So if like you only made $1,500 and then you took a $1,500 payout, you would have no drawdown left, right? Um, so like if you made $2,500, you could take a $1,500 payout and still have $1,000 worth of drawdown. But 6% of 25K, the 25K account is $1,500. But if you go up to the 100K, 150K account, the max payout is $3,500, but 6% of that is what, over $6,000. You need to make like $7,000 or whatever it is without doing the math to take a $3,500 payout. So the account sizes and those targets make things drastically different. Yeah, they definitely had several rule changes. But like in their defense, like it was kind of crazy easy and cheap. Like they were doing like 50% off with like really kind of relaxed rules. Um, I forget what they said the numbers were, but they said that I think they said well over 50% of their traders were taking payouts. Which, if you look at like if you ever look up the stats on normal prop firms, it's like 1%. Oh, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. There's the new there's the prop firm that Funding Ticks that Patrick Whelan's been promoting. They just came out with a new account that has no cap on payouts, no consistency rule. Like it almost seems too good to be true. The only catch is that you have only a $1,000 daily loss limit, which I think will blow your account. Like it's not like a soft breach, and that never goes away. So like you could have a 10 grand one day. You can make 10 grand one day. Yes, we are, baby. You can make 10 grand one day, and I don't know if I'm gonna do my math. You make 10 grand one day, and then the next day if you lose 1,000, you blow your account. But there's no consistency rule, no caps on payouts. I'm probably gonna try one of them, just because when you add to winners like this, like that's the thing. Like if you get a good entry, you can put the risk on your unrealized gains as opposed to like putting the risk on your $1,000 daily loss limit. Yeah, 5K is nice. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah. It's funny. It is funny. Like when you break it down, it's like not all that different. It's just kind of structured differently. And like you said, yeah, your average payouts are right around 1 to 2K anyways. But yeah, you just stay consistent banging them out. So I actually think you should do well with the top one accounts. To be honest with you. Yeah, but I think that's kind of. I think Funding Ticks did it. I think Top One did it. You launch with like an offer that's like too good to be true, where as a business you're probably not quite as profitable as you could be, but you get way more customers, and then you retroactively tighten things up and make it harder. And you know, once you acquire a customer, I guarantee you, majority of business comes from repeat customers. But the psychology behind just prop firms in and of itself is like it's like a master class in mastering trading psychology. Because like the rules that they put in place and stuff, like my funded futures, I still use every now and then too. I've done so well with them, and then for some reason I just blow every time I get funded with them. I for some reason blow my funded quick. I don't know why, specifically with them. Agreed, and also like they have Top One Futures has had a forex prop firm for at least 2 years before that, so it's not like they don't know the business. Um, I do think too, since like Top Step's been around forever now. I think I found out about Top Step probably a year into my trading journey. I think I'm like 4.5 years in. So I think over the last 3.5 years, I'm sure there has been a lot of retail traders who have gotten better at trading because of prop firms. And there's probably more retail traders taking payouts from prop firms now than there ever was in the beginning. Okay, I feel you. I feel you on that. Yeah, they called them the milestone accounts. That's the one. That's the one my funded futures account that I've been paid out. I've taken payouts on. Um, I don't like 20% consistency rolls at all, just because like I'll have days where I make a lot, but I've gotten most of my payouts on accounts that have 20% consistency rules because it they as annoying as they are, they do require you to just like put a limit on your trading and not overtrade. It's like, okay, if I go any higher than this, I'm screwing myself on the consistency roll. So I don't want to make more than this. So like sometimes that like forced profit amount that forced me to stop trading probably ended up helping me. You know what I mean? It just does suck that like being punished when you're if you're good at holding trades and are able to catch a banger. You know. That's why the goal for me, at least, I think it should be for everybody, is to utilize these prop firms and scale up a cash account. It would be nice. I'd like to scale up, have like a 25K cash account, trade futures or options on it, cycle some profits into long term stuff. You know what I mean? So that's my goal. Or Dakota, maybe just like, can I get a 25K loan, bro? I'll pay you back. Got that French Riviera money, bro. Yeah, yeah. They don't want you locking yourself out. Um, that being said, um, look into it. There actually might be because I looked into this before. So Top Step has done a good job at branding Top Step X as like their platform, but it's definitely not. It's just the platform is called Project X, and I looked it up once. There are two brokers. There are two brokers that use it. I think that are just like you could do cash accounts. Hold on, I know I looked up one because I get emails from them now because I started creating an account. I didn't make a deposit yet, but oh, wrong email. It's called Plus 500. Yeah. I'm not sure what the margins are, but if you look up the broker that's called Plus 500, I'm pretty sure it's just like a normal regulated cash broker that uses the Project X platform. Obviously, double check when you look it up, but I'm almost positive that's the case. Like, I didn't realize that it wasn't Top Step's platform. I think until Top One, maybe. Top Step has like I haven't used Top Step for a little while. They've added like some custom features. I think it's cool that they have like the Top Step TV plugin right inside of here. Like if you wanted to watch Top Step TV, like you just click here, and it's like right there. Oh, it's not showing it, but not that I watch Top Step TV, but we watch Risk Life News TV, baby. Hmm. ES is pulling back into its level from above here. Yeah, that's interesting. It's funny you said because Top One has been talking about adding Trade and when I worked at Funder Pro, they wanted to add Trade too, but they went a bunch of cheap asses at Funder Pro. They went with like the Quant Tower. I don't even remember what it's called at this point. It's like the shittiest platform out there, but apparently the fees for the prop firm from Trade and NinjaTrader are like way higher than the cheap ass one that Funder Pro uses. Um, but I'm in like the affiliate Discord for Top One, and like the CEO and owner and stuff are like in there, and they've like been updating us that they've been in communications with Trade since their launch. They've been trying to get Trade since they launched, and supposedly it's coming soon, but they still don't have it either. It's not a huge difference to me either way, because for me it's just like I'm just using Thinkorswim for all my charting. That's what I'm watching, and I just really need like a buy sell button. All right, that's enough of a pullback now. Let's although this was kind of in the original plan for this to come and give us a retest of this level, but I was so close to my profit target there that I don't want to see this. I don't want to see a 50-point pullback. Sweep this little. That the first hourly candle is a nice strong close there. closed at its highs, you'd like to see this hold. The Tom Hugard in me is telling me to add 2 more micros. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. All right. We're in with 10. No more ads. PT or bust now, baby. That wasn't the original plan. Now let's see it hold. It's 70 points plus 23, 43, 50, 24, 13. At 25 points of risk, aiming for about 70 points. Give us a nice 2-bar 5-minute pullback. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. Bro, I was cracking up. I'm not on Rick's stream right now, but like I was just thinking about it because I just started typing. I was watching this stream one day. His keyboard's so loud. Somebody commented was like, "Damn, that rake board or that keyboard hates to see rake coming." I don't know why it made me laugh so hard. Really mixed bag. You look at the heat map. Some of the bigger names are green, but a lot of the smaller names are red. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Netflix, Amazon, all green. But a lot of the other names in the indices are red. Do you guys see that, like, how drastically more weighted the top 10 stocks in the S&P are? Like, it's wild. Like, this market is 100% being held up by the AI boom. Hey, it's all right. Okay, so you were just basically using a mental stop and risking your profits. Well, hey, if you got a fresh account, if I was coming in the day fresh, this was just like my original area I wanted to long. Uh, we'll see if we get the hold or not. That's valid. How do you like Alpha? I haven't really checked them out yet. Yeah, no, I listen. I think 50-point stops. I mean, obviously, you don't. You remember when the tariff stuff first started coming out? I remember there were times where he took a trade. I think I did the same thing, where like you had no choice but to have like 100-point stop. It was wild. That volatility was so crazy. There was like 1,000-point moves, 800-point moves happening like in a matter of like minutes. It was wild. It was crazy. It's no different than top one and tops up for me, same platform. Okay. They don't move. So the end of the day. Oh, interesting. So wait, they don't move it in a good way or in a bad way? So if you're, I don't know if they have a daily loss limit or just an end of day loss limit. Say it's a 2K drawdown. If you make 5K, you still have a 2K drawdown. Like you don't get the extra. You don't get the extra buffer. Do they have instant funded accounts or do they only have challenge accounts? In a good way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if your original drawdown amounts, you can't let the balance go below 48,000. It stays at 48 no matter what. Yeah, with top one, it's like so if your original drawdown is 2K, for example, and then you make 2K, you now can't go under 51, and then yeah, it stops from there. I think Top Step does the same thing. I think most people do it that way. All right, little spike below. Now let's see if we can hold. Don't do me dirty. Come on. I don't like the way that the hourly is currently looking. But we still got 25 minutes to get rid of this upper wick. One thing I will say about Top One is I don't think their policy to move to live is the best. I think it has some kinks in its armor. Um, like when they move you live, like you can take your 3 payouts, then they consider moving you live, and then if they do, like I wasn't aware of this at the time because the FAQ section was not very clear. Like it didn't clearly state this one way or the other. But I had so the max they move live is 10%, which I think is pretty standard. I think Tradify is the same way. But with Tradify, like any extra profits that you have over that 10%, they let you withdraw up to a certain amount. I think it's like 80K or something. So up to like a significant amount, they let you withdraw. And Top One, you essentially forfeit those profits. So like and then when they move you live, instead of giving you they moved like I had 10K moved live, instead of giving you the full 10K, you can't let your account balance go below $1,000. So like I'm only getting 9K a drawdown. So I like lost out on like 4K, basically like $4,000 in the process of being moved live, which kind of sucks, to be honest with you, especially because the rule wasn't clear. And there's one other thing about it. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so not only did I essentially miss out on 4K, because I made $23,500 in 2 months and took 3 payouts. So I had 10K in payouts, had 10K moved live. The $3,500 like above the 20K that I had just got forfeited, so that sucks. And then my drawdown in the live account is just it's 9K instead of 10K. So like essentially I lost out on $4,500 through that process just because I wasn't aware of it, or else I wouldn't have like tried to make that much, I guess. So I don't like that policy. Like I think you should be able to, anything, if they're only going to move 10% live, you should be able to withdraw anything that you have in profits that's not that 10K. So I'm hoping they improve that at some point. And then the other thing was they changed the payout limit. So like my first payout was 4K, and then it got changed in the middle of trading that account, and that's 3K, 3K. So all in all, if you count like the 4.5K that I essentially forfeited getting moved live, and then you count the 2K from the rule changes, you know, that's $6,500 that didn't end up in my bank account that I made trading. And that's like my one, like, and shit has happened like that to me with prop firms like a billion times. And it's like, I mean, if I had just had the money to trade cash accounts like my whole life, I just can't afford to. These damn kids. My wife gotta be looking all sexy, and I wanna impregnate her. What the heck? Taking all my money. But anyway, you know, it's like that's like, there are some people who preach about like prop firms being a scam, and you should trade cash accounts. And like when you start looking at stuff like that, when I think about all the money I've made trading that hasn't ended up in my bank account because of like shit like that, or just certain rules, or you know, that definitely sucks. But it's like a give and take. It is, you know, it's a very cheap way to access capital, so it's just part of it. It's the reality of it. You know what I mean? I still think that if you don't have a lot of cash, it's, you know, it's a good solution, but it's just, if you're gonna be truthful about prop firms, that's one of the downfalls for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not loving this right now. Man, I've done some dumb shit with prop firms. I had this was years ago. I was on an Apex account, and it's like a 50K Apex account, and I ran up $22,000 in profit, and I was like a day away from being able to take like the first payout, which still the first payout only would have been like 2K because they cap them at 2K. But I could have like sized down like dramatically with 22K worth of like drawdown the player. I could have just started trading 1 or 2 micros for the next 2 months and just stacked my 2K payout, 2K payout, 2K payout. And instead I like, oh man, I went full port and I blew the account before I ever took a single payout on it after being up $22,000. That was like a deep dark hole of depression. It took me a while to get back on the horse. I think it's been at least 2 years ago now. I was doing the dumbest shit. I was like, this was when I had like first started adding into my winning trades, and this was like November into December, when, if you look at, here, I'll look at a weekly chart and see if we can find it. It was like the beginning of like the crazy bull run we had. It was like here, like when we started this crazy rip. And it was like when I had first started using the method of like adding in my winners. And bro, I was scaling in so crazy. I was like, the max size I was allowed to trade on the 50K account was 10 minis or 100 micros. And there were multiple times where I had on 100 micros at a time. And that's how I ended up blowing the account because it worked and it worked and it worked and it worked until it didn't. And then I blew it. Yeah, bro. That's funny. My boy Lido, he's a mastermind student as well, and he was like he was like in a trade and was like about to get to a point where he could take a payout, and when he got filled on his like TP, fuck me, this sucks. We got filled on his TP. It like filled him. I don't know if it was like the fees or the commissions or whatever the hell it was. Like he just he like was like $4 or $5 or something where he didn't get to like where he needed to go. And so he was like frustrated, and out of frustration, he decided to put on one NQ mini, and it went against him, and he ended up blowing the account like same day. And I was like, bro, why didn't you just put on one NQ micro? I'm like, you're talking like $4 or $5. You need like 2 or 3 points. Like what? He's like, I don't know, dude. I was so frustrated. I was like, yeah, I get it. Like we all have a story of doing some dumb shit like that at some point. All right, this is enough of a pullback. Let's go. Don't let me go from up a grand to red. This is what we're telling these stories while I'm actively doing it. Story as old as time. Yeah, we're watching it. We're watching it play out in live time. I was up $1,000. Now I'm at break even. The other reason I struggle to like if I trade like a challenge like Top Step like this, like I could have ended my day up $1,100, but like Top Step has the 50% consistency, so it's like I go for $1,500 in 2 days if I trade a Top Step eval. It's hard for me to care about them enough to trade them patiently. Just can't bring myself to do it. It's all right. We're gonna hold here. Yeah, we are all morons. Yeah, yeah. For sure. Man, I'm getting ready for lunch. Getting hungry. So I'd love if we could just go to 2414 and let your boy go get something to eat. I like that immediate get back over the level here. Yeah. We were talking about I forget his I think it's Una. I forget. You brought him up maybe 2 days ago. And that's like another thing. I think that's like a smart way when you spread, if you're funded across multiple different firms, where it's like, all right, these firms were like, I'm taking my base hits, boom, boom, boom. That's like my steady, safe income. And it's like these accounts, all right, I'm willing to like, yeah, Alan, yeah. I'm willing to use like a skewed, like I'm willing to risk more than I technically probably should based off of like typical trading standards, but to aim for those bigger payouts. Like, I think that's a good way to do it. Yes, yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'd ever be able to say that word. I need to hear him tell me ukika, uchika, Alan Uchika, maybe that's what. All right. Come on. I like the 2 minute back up above the level. Now let's hold it and go. Oh, it's not even his last name. Okay. Bro, that's so funny. I've never watched anime either, but anime corn's got to be the wildest corn out there. My brother-in-law is an anime fan, and he's told me, he's like, bro, you gotta check it out. You'd like it. Oh, you know what? I can't say that I haven't watched anime because there's some new popular. I don't even know if it would be considered anime, but there's some new popular kids movie on Netflix where it's called K-pop, and it's like an animated movie about these Korean pop singers. And my kids are currently on that bandwagon. I've watched it like 3 times in the last 4 days. I don't know if that's even considered anime or not, but tentacles. Stepmom, I love it. Oh, that's so good. K-pop defenders, yeah. Yeah, it's like it's funny the female K-pop band are what they call defenders, and they are like they secretly fight the demons, and then the male K-pop band is like secretly demons, so they battle it out. But the main female character, her dad was a demon, so she's like part demon, but she's on the good side. They they don't. I'm like, this is a kids movie. They don't get into it. Her dad was a demon and her mom was a defender, so it's like I'm like my adult brain. I'm like, so how did that play out? Was there a little bit of sexual assault going on there, or was her mom, was she just into bad guys? Yeah. Come on here, NQ. Uh, I got 10 minutes on this hourly. If this hourly closes with this inverted hammer, I don't love it. I don't love it at all. We're right back into this consolidation zone. Well, like Mrs. Gum said, stupid is as stupid does. I'm going to go from up 1100 to down 350 in my stop hits. Let's go, what up, baby? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. We're talking kids anime, baby. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's considered. Would you consider that anime? Is that anime? Or is anime like any like Asian animation? What is the actual definition? Let's Google it. What is the definition of anime? Official definition. All right. Anime is a style of Japanese film and television animation, typically aimed at adults as well as children. All right. Well, I'd say K-pop Warrior Defenders is anime. It's gotten so bad. Like my wife's singing all the songs. My kids got me. My kids got me singing. Got me not singing. My kids got me putting on the playlist on Spotify in the car. My Spotify warped about to look crazy. Well, let's go. We were doing good. We were up big, ski, and we let it come back like a stupid idiot. VWAP right at the level again. So we're under VWAP right now. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling great about this. Like I want it to hold immediately, or I think we probably head down to at least yesterday's low. This move is annoying because I feel like we trap both sides here. I guess I could just throw it on my screen, huh? Does the VWAP change like based on the time frame? Nah, I'm not getting that vibe either. Ah, stupid, stupid, stupid. Like, does the VWAP change? Like, if you're looking at VWAP in 2 minute and then you're looking at the 5, you're looking at hourly. Like, it changes, right? It's not. I think I noticed that. I don't know enough about it to use it in a good way. I haven't looked at the 15 in a minute, actually. Yeah, it looks like where this hourly is going to close with this upper wick, which I don't like at all. RTY has gone literally nowhere. Ugh. I'm giving it 4 more points room. We're gonna go below this way. Fuck me. Terrible, 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 terrible management. Well, today was a good example of what not to do. Went from being up $1,100 to down almost $600. Ah, fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna call it a day and go get something to eat. Underneath the opening print, I may look for shorts, but who knows? Ah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Yeah, I should have held the short for sure. L's in the chat. L's in the chat. My frustration has me wanting to enter again, thinking that yesterday's low will hold, but I think that's just my frustration talking. We'll see. I think my plan from here is underneath the opening print. Maybe we look for a short back over 943s. Maybe look for a long, but that hourly is definitely starting to look like it's going to be. I guess we only got 4 minutes. I don't know, but it looks like it's could end up an engulfing candle. In which case, we might get some blood in the streets. But I think I'm gonna call it on the stream for there. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Give it a little bit of time. I don't want to rush into something while I'm emotional about it. But hey, good chatting today. We get some good prop firm breakdowns, and we could have had a nice winning day, but got a little greedy, aiming for the max win. But thanks for hanging out, boys. Had a good time, and we'll catch you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow, so peace out. Hopefully you guys can join. See you guys.